Welcome. This is Jane Gardner, and welcome to Solopreneur Success Strategies. And today it's World Domination Wednesday, which is all about your customers because, of course, you want to dominate the customer's world and have them come into your world. That's how I figure it anyway. So it's always been about customers on Wednesday. So let's get started. I'm Jane Gardner, and I work with my husband for the last 20 years in our home office in Canada. And I came out onto the internet about 3 years ago to help others to start their own home business. We've been looking at customers, and customer service is today's topic. We're going to be looking at we all know about customer service and how we should do it, but this is how you should do it. So let's get started with the training. We've already been looking at who are your customers. For about 4 weeks, we were looking at how to define who your ideal customer was and how to do the research to find out where they hang out, what their age is, and their demographics and their psychographics and their culture, and so that you can go and meet them out there on social media platforms, as well as, of course, offline as well as online, because not everyone is your customer, as Seth Godin says. So you have to go find out who they are. So your customers are those who want your solution to their problems, or they want your solution to fulfill their desire. Either way, you have to find out why they would want your solution and who they are, so that you can go find them and tell them who you are. So who is your ideal customer? We looked at that for about 4 weeks as well. And I have an offer here worth 6 days of training with worksheets and questions for you to answer about yourself and your business in order to find out who is your ideal customer profile. And that's at jgtips.com/customer profile, where we look at your business. How does it solve your ideal customer's need or problem? Sometimes you think it's one thing, but it's actually something different when you actually go and think about it. And then how to define your ideal customer profile by looking at your demographics and your psychographics and your media and where they hang out, especially on social media. There's a lot of statistics out there on social media and in the media itself. And then we use research to craft your messages, and then tracking tools to measure your success with your messages. And you, of course, change your messages as you find you are not tracking maybe the right customer. And so it's 6 days of training with worksheets and research for you to develop your ideal customer profile. Because, of course, your ideal customer will be the one who is much easier to sell to because, of course, they want your solution. There are over 4 billion people now, internet users online today. So you certainly can be able to get them to find out who you are and what you do and how you can fulfill their desire, because there is enough customers for everyone. We also looked at, obviously, who is your ideal customer. You know who they are, you know what they want, you know where to find them, and you know when and how they like to buy. But also, we also looked for a couple of days at what is the ideal customer experience through your business. So what is the journey that the customer takes through your business, and how can you improve it by providing some of the features of an ideal customer experience? And of course, for those who missed those episodes, you can catch up at jgtips.com/YouTube channel, my Solopreneur Success Strategies channel, there on my YouTube channel. And of course, we also looked at converting prospects into customers as well. And basically, even though there are ideal customers, there are maybe all your customers if you can find out who they are by looking at their personality. And I think I mentioned before, I'm a CRG associate, and we look at your personality assessment and how you're able to recognize the ideal customer's buying style, as well as your selling style and how you can adapt yourself to their buying style. And you can check out some of those previous episodes on my Solopreneur Success Strategies channel if you want to find out more about your personal style and how your buying style and their selling style, or the other way around, I think it is, can help you be more successful when selling to your customers. Because there is a new customer-focused selling process now. First, of course, you receive the customer, and then you discover what they want or need, and then you confirm what they want or need and make sure it's the same as what you thought it was before. You make a presentation to them to show them how you fulfill their want or need. They purchase and confirm, but most importantly, if you look, then you do follow up later to make sure they are satisfied with the selling process as well as what they bought. So that's now the new customer-focused selling process, so that they will become raving fans of your business and buy from you again and again, or at least be a good referral to others for your business. So working with customers, there are 4 different buying styles, of which each of us have one more dominant in our personality than someone else. Detecting a person's buying style, you can be more successful as a salesperson with training. And we went over that in the 3 previous episodes of Solopreneur Success Strategies World Domination Wednesdays. So just go back and have a look at that at my YouTube channel. I also have a course where you can find out what your selling style is, as well as what are the various buying styles that customers have, and how you can focus yourself to sell in terms of customer, and understand how credibility affects how you can sell, and identifying your preferred selling style, as well determining your customer's buying style. By being able to detect what kind of customer they are, you can create a plan to shift your selling style to match their buying style and be more successful in your sales. You and your sales style is at http://jgtips.com/p-style. And there's a course there. So now today we're going to be talking about customer service. So why customer service can make or break your business. As you know, your current customers should be and are your future customers. It's much easier to sell to the same people than to look for new customers. And as I was mentioning before, in the customer-focused selling process, follow-up is the new and most important thing for, well, it's not that new, but the successful businesses in the past were ones who always kept in touch with their customers to make sure that they continue to be their customers, because it's much easier to sell to the same people than to look for new customers. So good customer service will build loyalty as well if you understand that concept and put features into your business that will help you with customer loyalty and customer service. Then you will be more successful in retaining your customers. So what one angry customer can do is one angry customer can do lots of damage. The customer who is angry will complain 10 times as much as a customer who is happy with your service. It's a proven stat, I think, by somewhere in sales statistics. So don't give them anything to complain about. Now, of course, that doesn't always happen. Of course, it might be something for them to complain about, but always make sure that within your customer process of selling to them and then following up with them and going through the customer journey through your business, that they are always happy at each step of the process. For example, if you have no customer service, that is not a good thing. Even if it's a matter of you putting in a support at your website email, so that if someone is unhappy with what they have bought from you, they can at least contact you by that support email. That's very important. And certainly you can have a discussion with them on what they're unhappy about. At the very minimum, that's the kind of customer service you should have on the internet. And of course, there are various customer service businesses that you can use that will help you with that process when you have quite a few customers contacting you. You can also have a knowledge database that they can look through first to see if there's anything answers there for them in terms of their questions about your product or service, as well as, of course, having live customer service representatives who will get back to them fairly soon would be appropriate and make everyone very happy in terms of, even if they're unhappy with the product or service, they are certainly going to be happy with your customer service. Because happy customers get you more business. Good reviews encourage other business from new people. If you have a review section on your website where you have recommendations that are from your customers, this will provide social proof and credibility to others that your customer service, of course, and your product or service is excellent. And it can also combat negative ones. If you have, say, one negative customer review on your website that came up and comment, and you have 10 good comments, then it can also combat negative comments. So this is some of the things that you probably should install in your business, and next week maybe we'll have a look at some of the ways you can do that. But for example, here's a very simple one. If, for example, your customer bought something and they sent you back an email asking a question, or maybe complaining about something or needing some help, and that email gets lost, people will complain about no response. So you will be seen as someone who has decided that customer service isn't important, that you just want people to buy from you and that's it. And then that negativity will probably be passed along further 10 times, as I mentioned, than if you were to reply back to someone. And of course, this is something that, of course, you can't help unless, of course, you stop and figure out how to stop emails from disappearing by making sure your spam filters are working correctly and making sure your customer service representatives know how to deal with email. So here's an example of customer service that would go the extra mile and certainly make people brag about your service. Say if a customer reports about the service that's received to others through social media. Facebook is very hot and Twitter is very hot when it comes to people complaining about businesses, as well as, of course, giving praise. But as I mentioned, it's 10 times negativity towards positivity. And if not, a refund, if they're not happy with the service or product, a refund or a line of credit is offered in return for the return of the product. That will help in terms of keeping your customers happy. And if the product is appropriate then the customer gets in touch with customer service and questions if the product is right for them, then the customer purchases the product. So it's all a matter of making sure that your customer is happy, really, when it comes to customer service. And sometimes, of course, the customer isn't always right, but you need to keep them happy because they can have 10 times number of complaints than happiness about your business, and you don't want them spreading negativity. So, okay. I think I did that opposite. Yeah. Sorry. It's the other way around. So, for example, going the extra mile. The customer purchases a product and then it questions if the product is right for them. So they get in touch with customer service, and the customer service representative asks if the product is appropriate for that customer. And if not, then a refund or line of credit is offered. And so the customer reports about the service received to others on Facebook and Twitter. So let's put the arrow the other direction. That's how good customer service goes. So, of course, you need a customer service representative department. So anyway, that's what good customer service is all about. So if you can write that down the other way, that would be appropriate. You don't want to make a person unhappy. So that's me. As a quick thing on customer service, and we'll be talking about it more next week. There are a lot of ways that you can have interaction with customers, whether it's on your website or through your business. So we'll go through some of those, I'm sure, next week. So I'll see you next week. This is Jane Gardner at Solopreneur Success Strategies.